So I'm Miri Cervantes. I was born in Tyrol.
And my name is Christian Cervantes. I was born in Southern California. So I have to tell you about this idea that I had. I grew up sort of skateboarding, snowboarding, into a lot of punk and hardcore, which sort of got me into design, or very much got me into design, which led me to study at Art Center in LA. And then from there, I went to New York and worked as a designer.
And I studied in New York at Parsons. I studied design and management and then worked as a brand strategist at different agencies.
And New York is New York, and it's a lot of fun, and it's crazy, and it's insane, and I got really sort of tired of it, and I left. And I left because I literally woke up in the middle of the night. I always tell this story. I woke up in the middle of the night, I sat up, and I had this vision, like, I'm gonna move to Barcelona, I'm gonna quit my job, I'm going to go live with a Spanish family, improve my Spanish, and I'm gonna live and work in Barcelona. That was the plan. And I had a great job, well paid, all these things, and you just were like, okay, well, I'm gonna leave that. Certain people are like, are you crazy? And then some people are like, do it, you know? And then I did it, and 2 months in, we met.
You had come up with Vienna ages ago.
In New York. And Miri had said, I don't want to move back without living maybe somewhere else in between, and London sort of ended up being that.
Yeah. We also lived really close to a place called Columbia Road Flower Market, which is also in East London, kind of close to Shoreditch. And it's this place that every weekend all these super tough dude like flower vendors would come and set up a stall and sell their like gorgeous plants and flowers. And I just like was so drawn to this place. And I did like a kind of professional course in floristry while I was there and tried different things. And just didn't stop reading. And I bought a lot of cut flowers and kind of got into forestry a bit. But then also the kind of plants thing grew on the side, and we got more and more plants. I just realized how much I needed this grounding on the weekend where I was like touching real things and making stuff. So it was like meditation without meditating. But we were working like crazy, and we like, that's the point where we're like, we don't see each other anymore, and we just sit there.
And we literally worked in the same building.
Yeah, but
like
two different agencies, same building. Yeah. We saw each other. I always say this, but like the first time we saw each other was at 10 or 11 at night, sharing an Uber home. We kind of got to the point where we knew that if we don't leave now, we're never going to leave, because your social network, your careers, like it all just kind of makes makes it harder to go and start again somewhere new.
And we just looked at each other and we're like, fuck it, let's stop doing this and let's start doing what we want to do.
We're both not like super risk-friendly people, like we're cautious. And so we let this idea that is now Caliena very slowly build in the back of our minds. Like while we were still employed and working, it was kind of this thing that was growing on the side very slowly. And we then got more and more, I think, attached to it in different ways and did more research and more, like I did a lot of research, you did a lot of like creating and coming up with ideas around it. And we then just got to a point where that became such a defined thing that we knew we could take it and turn it into something real. And Vienna was kind of the best place for that, I think. The way we buy the plants is very considered. We buy the things that we think are visually appealing, that we know people can take care of. We have really beginner plants that are seen as some like basic office plants that certain people are like, oh, this is at my dentist's office, I don't want that. But if you kind of see it in a new place, it's like a beautiful thing in itself. And then we have some rare plants that are like for the collectors that have 300 different plants at home and want something specific.
And so we've created this space to create that growth, not just for ourselves, but this place that exposes people to, you know, tending for nature or tending to themselves through a book.
And we just want to give you a little bit of a push or a taste or inspiration to get more of that. And we've had a lot of people that come in and they're like, this is exactly the thing I've been looking for. And it's just a little starter. And I think when we can give that, it's awesome.
I think everybody's capable of it. I think we just took the leap of faith to do that. And now we're sort of in this, and it's fucking hard. I mean, it's also hard. So.
But it was much harder to take the leap of faith than it now is to be in it. And whoever will be watching this in the future, I think all I want to say is like, this is really hard, but then once you make the jump, you deal with all the challenges that come at you.
All right, so that's it. Thank you.